no, we can't. I think some of that came from our childhood when our parents were saying, no, can't do that, don't have enough money, keep going. What do you want to go to the dance? We can't have a new dress, we can't do this. No. And we grow up denying ourselves things that we have within our grasp because we don't look at everything all together. So if we can change those patterns and teach our kids to think differently about money, they have a real shot at probably more financial happiness than most of us have had in this room. And isn't that what we want for our children? I mean, there's nothing more that I can think of that I want more for my children than them just to be happy and content with life, whatever they choose to do. And so the first thing is you need to help have family values around money. Once the kids get to be about age 6, what you need to consider is having them have their own goals. You need to teach them to start understanding how to set financial goals for themselves. So what I recommend is that you sit down, and I'm hoping by age 6, and if you haven't done any of this, by the way, you can start at any age, but you need to start. And the first conversation is, if your kids are older, I'd sit down and say, I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but we need to talk about what the family values around money are. So you understand when we make financial decisions, there's only a certain amount of money in each family. Some families have much bigger piles, some people have smaller piles, but we all get to make decisions around our pile of money. And so I want to share with you what I, or Dad and I, or this family is considering to do with their money. And so I walk through, here's what we have to spend on everyday expenses. So those are money that's spoken for. It's the mortgage, it's food, it's your activities, things that we know that we're going to need to spend, basic expenses that we know we're going to have to spend every year. Then we have this pile of money called discretionary. Discretionary is something that a lot of people in the United States have. This is not common all over the world. There are a lot of places in the world where they can barely meet basic needs and they don't have this discretionary. Most Americans, we're incredibly blessed. Most of us have discretionary money, meaning that we're making discretionary decisions over some extra money. Then you have to say, let me give you the guideline to how we as a family make decisions around that. It may be you're building a house. It may be that you want to buy a larger house with more room for the family. It may be that you need a new car in the next couple of years. It may be that your family likes to travel. It may be that you love to go see movies on the weekend. So whatever it is that you want to utilize and find happiness with that money, you need to put parameters around it so they understand that you're making a conscious decision and you're not just doling out money and hoping there's enough left at the end of the month.